Hello everyone. I am Shreyan Shukla, and I got All India rank 236 in Gate Mechanical 2019. I got selected in BRC as well as IIT Bombay, and currently I am a scientific officer in Department of Atomic Energy. So, today I am going to discuss a topic from heat transfer, which is a steady state one-dimensional heat conduction through hollow cylinder, that is without heat generation. So. Uh, Let us consider a cylinder with inner radius R1 and outer radius R2. Okay, where the temperature of inner surface is T1 and outer surface is T2. T1 is greater than T1. So inner surface is at higher temperature than outer surface. So here you can see that the temperature gradient is in the radial direction. So heat will be conducted radially outward from higher temperature to lower temperature. Correct? So here, as I earlier mentioned, at inner surface R equal to R1, T is equal to T1, and at R equal to R2, T is equal to T2. Now also the length of the cylinder we can take as L. So what are the assumptions we are taking here is, first of all, it's a steady state conduction, then it is also one dimensional, and one more important assumption is that the thermal conductivity is constant with the temperature. Okay, so as I earlier mentioned, the temperature gradient is along the radial direction, so heat will be conducted radially outward. Okay, so here I have drawn a typical cross section area of cylinder. So with inner radius R1 and outer radius R2, inner temperature T1, outer temperature T2. Okay, so here if you see, at any radial distance R from the center, the area available for the heat conduction can be given as area of heat conduction at radial distance R can be written as A is equals to 2 pi R L, okay, at any radius R. So here you can see that the area of heat conduction is continuously changing with the radius. As the radius R will increase, the available area for heat conduction will also increase. So this is just a part, I will discuss it later that what will be its effect. But as of now, we will jump to Fourier law of heat conduction. So Fourier law of heat conduction for this case can be written as Q is equal to minus Ka dt by dr, because here the gradient is in the radial direction. Okay, heat is getting conducted radially outward and gradient is also in the radial direction. So replacing the value of A from this equation 1, we can write it as Q is equals to minus K into 2 pi RL dt by dr. Okay, so now here if you see, we can take all the terms on the left hand side except dt. This will give us Q divided by 2 pi KL into dr by r is equal to minus dt. Now integrating both the sides, this side from radius r1 to r2, this side from temperature T1 to T2, we will get Q is Q divided by 2 pi KL ln R2 by R1, which will be equal to minus of T2 minus T1, which can be written as T1 minus T2. Okay, rewriting this equation, we can write T1 minus T2 divided by 1 upon 2 pi KL ln R2 by R1. Mind it, this is K. So this is formula for cylindrical heat conduction through hollow cylinder without heat generation. Okay. Now comparing this with electrical analogy of heat conduction, which is Q is equals to delta T divided by thermal resistance. So it can be written as R thermal in case of hollow cylinder is equal to 1 upon 2 pi KL ln R2 by R1. Earlier I discussed one point, that the area of heat conduction is 2 pi RL. As the radius increases, area increases, correct? So this is a linear relation, that as the radius increases, area increases. From here we can see that temperature profile for a constant value of heat conducted, the temperature profile will be of logarithmic. So if you see, let us say these are our two, this is our cylinder. So if you see across the cross section, how will the temperature profile look like is something like this. Suppose this is the temperature T1, higher temperature. So it will look something like this. Okay. Now you can ask, sir, why have you drawn it like a decreasing slope and not an increasing slope? Because it can be drawn like this also. Logarithmic profile, it can be fitted like this also. Decreasing slope also and increasing slope also. Both are possible. Actually, this was an interview question which was asked to me in BARC interview, that why they asked me to draw the temperature profile. So I draw it like this, and after that they asked me that how do you say that this is a logarithmic profile, but how do you say that it will have a decreasing slope or an increasing slope? So that time I explained that if you see the Fourier law of heat conduction, okay, so here Q is constant, K is also constant, both are constants. Now as the area increases, the dt by dr decreases. So as we are moving radially outward, the area of the heat conduction is increasing. Because of that, the gradient, temperature gradient in the radial direction will be decreasing. Okay, if we draw this profile, initially the temperature gradient is less and further towards the surface it is increasing, which is wrong. This is the correct temperature profile, that there will be some higher temperature, and in the near the inner surface the temperature drop will be higher, and as you move towards the outer surface the temperature drop will be rate of temperature drop will be decreasing. So this is the correct profile and this is the wrong profile. And with this I'll be concluding the session. Thank you.